And Mr. Enriquez is charged with evading arrest. And he's made a great argument here where, according to the statute for evading arrest, it is fleeing from a law enforcement officer or federal special investigator. Who is the one he's attempting to flee from here?
This isn't your average shoplifting case. We've got target employees, a sprint through the doors, and a defense attorney digging into the very language of the law. But will this clever twist hold up?
Hey, ready? Good morning.
I'm doing good. I have Enriquez, Jose. I'd like to.
On bond.
He's here. He's on bond. I'd like to address probable cause.
Oh, this is the one where he's getting a target. They say he's allegedly taking stuff and then he bolts, right?
Yeah.
Tell me what.
So, Judge, when he initially runs away, he's running away from an employee at Target. The statute specifically states that they have to be running away from someone they know to be a peace officer.
Show me that. I don't, hold on. I thought it was anyone in lawful authority, not just an actual peace officer.
It says, so the statute language itself says a peace officer or federal special investigator attempting lawfully to arrest or detain.
Huh. Fantastic. Let's take a look. I don't know. Mr. Lindsay, can okay. We're talking about Enriquez. Enriquez is the defendant, yeah. And Mr. Enriquez is charged with evading arrest. And he's made a great argument here where, according to the statute for evading arrest, it is fleeing from a law enforcement officer or federal special investigator. Who is the one he's attempting to flee from here?
Your Honor, so in the officer report, it says that, yes, the suspect was observed to run from the complainant. However, the officer then ran after the suspect and was giving lawful commands. And then he still continued to run for approximately 100 yards as the officer was giving lawful commands.
That's interesting. That's like cut.
Well, and Judge, in the statute, it says that
Fantastic, Hunter. Great.
that he knows that it's a peace officer. So if he's already running, right, he's already fled.
He's announced himself as a peace officer, right?
Right. But my point is the initial evading was from a non-peace officer. He's running, and then within a matter of yards, he is stopped by a peace officer. But as he's running, there's no way. It's alleged. There's no way to know whether he would have.
Okay, so will you read it from the point where he's about to take off and then goes?
Your Honor, it seems that the officer observed the defendant run from the complainant. When the affiance, that being the officer, gave chase, ordered the defendant to stop and proceeded to keep going for 100 yards as written.
Did he notice the defendant that he was an officer, or did he just say stop?
Well, it specified as verbally saying, identify himself as a police officer and stop. Which would be the burden of the state to prove the knowledge of the defendant, knowing that.
So the initial flight was from just a person working at Target,
Yes,
right?
Judge.
Yes. So, and then after that, an officer intervenes.
Yes, Judge. So as it reads, the person, the target representative is at the door trying to stop the defendant. The defendant then books it out the door. The officer observed this and then gave chase to the defendant, telling him to stop. That's how it reads.
And he identifies himself as
He identified
officer.
himself as a peace officer.
Well, Judge,
I agree with you until law enforcement intervenes, makes chase, and then he identifies himself as law enforcement, tells him to stop.
Right. I'm just looking over this. And my
Yes, I agree with you.
my whole thing is that once he's running, he might hear someone telling him to stop, and it's not even clear from how it's alleged that he did hear it.
But we can't get into
That's a fact issue, Judge.
Well, I understand that.
It's an issue of fact.
Yeah, I get it. Great argument though, Hunter. Fantastic. And had he not intervened, or if he would not have identified himself, I would be with you.
Absolutely, Judge. There wouldn't be any probable cause for the arrest. Absolutely. Other than that.
If you see something different, then come back and let me know. If you see something on the video that's different, come back. We can always redo it.
Sounds good, Judge. And so, Judge, I will say that my reading of it is that he just gives him commands. Oh, he does say identify. All right, thank you, Judge.
Sure.
Yes, Judge, my pleasure.
So, in the end, the judge acknowledges the sharp defense but upholds the charge once law enforcement steps in. Was this a fair call? Drop your thoughts below, hit like, and subscribe for more dramatic courtroom moments.